All right, everybody. Good evening. My name is Vincent Lemieux. I'm a Crown Royal in Tresmore, and tonight I'm going to give you all the details about this fabulous concept over two different parts. So the first part is going to be how to get up to 20% cash back on all or most of our regular expenses in retail and also in services that we spend every day, every week, and every month. And the second part is going to be how to generate an income, a daily residual income, by referring this concept to our friends and family and contacts and business people that we know. So we're going to go over the first part, but before that, I want you guys to know what's the company behind the concept of Tresmore. So it's the corporate structure. I mean, there's an umbrella corporation named Thanks Matrix, which owns multiple different businesses in different industries and already have a really good income, a monthly and annual income that's coming in the Thanks Matrix company. They have companies in well-being. They have companies in legal services, in POS systems, in cryptocurrency. They have a university, online university. They have a lot of different businesses, and they wanted to create a business that's going to be able to generate big data for their different businesses. So I'm going to explain in the next couple of slides what's the purpose of Tresmore, but it's going to combine and help with the growth of all of their different businesses. So Tresmore is already over 200,000 members worldwide, and it's growing really, really fast. So they have worldwide offices, Thanks Matrix. They have their sales office in LA. They have a head branch office in New York, USA. They also have their global headquarters in Georgia, in the United States as well. And their international office is in Seoul, Korea. And they're growing and expanding in multiple different countries as we speak. So the first part, like I've said, the cash back. So earn up to 20% cash back on your daily retail and service expenses without having to change your consuming habits. So what's really nice here is that we don't have to have a certain points card, change the where we spend our money. Usually we don't have to change our habits. It's really by shopping and continuing to do what we already do, and we can get up to 20% cash back. So I'm going to explain that. So we can choose up to 12 of our favorite stores, again, stores that we already go to. And here are examples of eligible expenses. So we can get up to 20% cash back in our grocery spending, in our gasoline, restaurants, pharmacy, clothing, hardware store, pet store, and even more. Okay, also service businesses that we can get up to 20% cash back. So as it's written right at the bottom of the screen, continue shopping at the same place we are used to go. It's 4 easy steps to follow. It's really a simple concept. Everybody can do this. The first step is spend and pay with the same card every month, whether it's a debit or a credit card that we already own with our banks. And it's worldwide. It's not just in Quebec or Canada and the United States. It's worldwide. Everywhere we can spend with a card, and we can register that card in the back office, and we can prove the expense with a receipt that shows the last 4 digits of the card. The company is going to be willing to buy that data to create their databases in the big data industry. So the point number one is we have to spend with the same card. The reason for that is that they don't want us to submit receipts of our friends or whatever, or also maybe take pictures of, like our house or our pet or our car and send it and expecting to get, cash back out of that. So they really want us to send the receipts, and always with the same card. We can change that every month, by the way, for whatever reason. Point number 2, we register our expenses regularly throughout the month. You can you can do it every day. You can do it every week, once a month. We choose what we prefer, but as long as we register all our expenses before the end of the month, it's all good. Point number 3, submit your receipts before the end of the month. like I just said, and the company allows up to the third of the following month to submit. Because as we know, some people are, last minute or they forget or something. So we have 3 more days to submit our receipts for the month that just ended. And the fourth point is we got to understand that there's a 40-day validation period. There's a full month because they need to check the receipts of over 200,000 members worldwide. So there's a full month, or around 30 days. And then on the 10th of the next month, they give us the cash back. Okay, so we can receive up to 20% cash back on the 10th of the following month. For example, we submit the receipts on the 21st of August. The month of September is going to be the full verification month, and then we get the cash back on the 10th of October. So where does the money come from? A lot of people are like, why are they paying that much money to get the receipts? So, entering the small data contributes to building the big data and its value. It's extremely valuable. If you look at Facebook, it's worth like multiple hundreds of billions of dollars. And the reason why it's worth that much money as a company is because they have the data of our lives. They know what we do, where we go, what we like. They know a lot of things about us. But that's the online behaviors most of the time. But as of the offline behaviors, so when you go put gas in your car, you can't buy that on the internet. When you go to a restaurant, you can't really, eat at a restaurant over the internet, like in some sort of a matrix or something, like a digital world. You need to go there. And if you don't swipe a certain point card or something, nobody's going to know. The restaurant's not going to know that you went to the restaurant, and their competitors won't know either. So by sending our receipts, they can compile data, big data, and really generate huge databases of information about our consuming habits. And then they can either use it for their own businesses, or they can sell that data to other companies. For example, there's a competitor in certain area, and like a restaurant, and they want to know which kind of people, what's the age, where they live, how far they are from the restaurant, at what time of the day they go to that restaurant. So a competitor can go and go see big data brokers and buy that information. So that's something that most people don't know, but it's a huge industry. It's around $60 billion a year industry, the big data. Okay, so how does it work? It's really simple. It's a win-win situation. Everybody wins in this concept. We send the receipts to Tresmore. The company is going to analyze the information on the receipt. They're going to build a database, and then Thanks Matrix is going to use or sell that high value data, and then going to redistribute 20% cash back to its members, depending on the amount of money on the receipt. So for example, if you send a receipt that's worth $5, it doesn't show that you're a big buyer, it's just $5. But if you send receipts that are worth $300 for example, that receipts is worth more money to the company. So examples of 20% cashback. For example, here, just to break even, you need to be spending at least $650 per month. 20% of that's going to be $130 per month. So that's the minimum. That's a monthly membership I'm going to talk about in a second, but that's the minimum that you need to spend before taxes in order to break even. Then in between that and the maximum is going to be between $650 before tax up to $1,300 before tax. So 20% of that is going to be between $130 and up to $260 per month in cashback, and that's the maximum. So to reach the maximum that the company is willing to pay per member, you can have more than one membership per household, but that's $1,300 before taxes, because they don't pay cashback on taxes. So it's $1,300. 20% of that's $260 per month. Annually, that's going to be $3,120 US dollars per year maximum cashback that one membership can get. So to become a member, it's a little bit like Costco. There's a membership fee because it gives you privileges. It gives you the ability to get cash back on your expenses and to sell your data to the company. instead of just throwing those receipts to the garbage, if it's not tax deductible, for example, our groceries, most of the time we just throw that to the garbage, but here we can get up to 20% cash back out of those receipts. So the membership is $130 per month, but the maximum cashback, like I just explained, can be up to $260 per month. So if you're good a little bit at mathematics, if you subtract 260, 130 out of 260, you can calculate that there's a monthly maximum surplus of $130 that you can make as a customer without having to refer or do anything. If you max out your cashback, as soon as the ball gets rolling, you can make $130 per month. That's better than nothing. It's really something that you can that accumulates, and you can put that aside for a vacation or for a lot of different things. So depending on the volume of expenses, you can make up to $1,560 US per year. That's around 2,100 Canadian dollars of surplus in terms of cashback. And the membership can be paid with the cashback as well. So if you make more cashback than what it costs to be a member, you don't have to pay for that membership. So there's 6 ways to get paid. There's our main partners, which is iPayout, which is a huge company that acts as a middleman to distribute the cashback and also the commissions if you're also interested in making income with referring this concept. So iPayout pays in 4 different ways. First of all, there's the bank transfer that's directly deposited to your bank account, whether it's Canadian bank account, American bank account, a European bank account, Asian bank account. iPayout is huge, and they're willing to pay directly to your bank account. The second way they pay is the Thanks Matrix prepaid debit card through iPayout that we can order. It's a little bit less than $10, and you can have that card, put money on it. You can go to the ATM, withdraw money. You can, spend money with that card as well. So that's the second way that iPayout is able to pay us. The third way is our own credit cards. We can upload our own, Visa or MasterCard that we have since whatever, like a couple of years, and they can pay us on these cards as well. And for people that like, old school people that want to have some checks, they're able to do that as well. They also pay in cryptocurrency, so they pay in Bitcoin, and really soon they're going to pay in Ethereum. So for people that are not really aware of all that, the cryptocurrency world, I strongly suggest that you study that, because there's a lot of things that's happening in that world as well. And for people that like that, well, we can get paid in cryptocurrency. So a summary of advantages. So it's one of the only ways to transform your expenses into money. So that's one of the main reasons why this concept is amazing. It's a world-class company and opportunity. Tresmore and also Thanks Matrix behind the company, they own a lot of different businesses, and they're serious about all that. So they're implementing a lot of different things in the coming weeks and months. So again, 20% cashback on all our retail and service expenses. And it's not 10%, it's not 2% like Costco, it's 20% per month. So it's really amazing. And it's extremely simple, in terms of the steps to get our cashback. It's not something that's complicated. Even like a 5-year-old could do it. There's no monthly or annual contract. So you can cancel your membership at any time. There's no stress. If for whatever reason somebody doesn't like to get 20% cashback on their expenses anymore, they can just cancel and just like stop paying, and that's it, But most people, as soon as you feel and you see the potential of getting 20% out of your expenses that you do anyways, most people stay as a member as long as they get paid and everything's all right. So there's no need to change our buying habits as well. So this is one of the most important things, that there's no codes, coupons, cards. It's just, taking the receipts that we have already when we spend and just sharing that with the company. So the second part now, for people that have a little bit, that have a little bit of room in their bank accounts still, there's the referral bonus plan that Tresmore is putting on the table. That's really lucrative for people that are willing to put the effort. So we can get paid to share the Tresmore concept, just word of mouth advertising. And we do that every day. We go see a nice movie. We talk to our friends, our colleagues about it. We go to a nice restaurant. We visit a country. We're going to share our experience with our surroundings, but we don't get paid. The travel agency doesn't send us a check if our friends want to go to that country as well. The restaurant doesn't pay us and when whatever, but we do it every day. So here with Tresmore, we can get paid to do the same thing, and it's available worldwide. So there's a compensation plan. And what's really nice is that there's no common denominator. So, you know, whether you're a man or a woman, you're black or white, young or not so young, whatever your background, your experience, if you do what's required to do to reach a certain level, you're going to get paid that amount of money. There's no gray area. It's really black or white. You do it, you have it. You don't do it, you don't have it. So that's really fair compensation plan. So the first rank is the rank of silver. So as soon as you help 3 members to get 20% cash back, so to become a member, that's going to give you $5 per day. As long as they stay active, that's 365 days a year. So that's, you know, paying your membership in some sort of a way, because you make $150 a month, but it costs $130 a month. So then you even have $20 of surplus, and you have your full cashback potential, whether it's whatever, you know, up to $260 per month. So this is really one of the great positions that, you know, the first one, but it's one of the nicest one because it really gives you your cash back at 100% in your pocket. So then there's the gold position. So here we got to build 2 teams. So we refer 3 people in 2 different organizations. So 2 on one side and 1 on the other side. And then we just help them grow. So as soon as we have 6 members in each team, they don't need to come from us. They can be spillover. So the person that referred us to this concept, if they place customers or members under us, it counts as well. So as soon as you have 12 members, 6 in each side, that's going to give $20 per day. Again, it's 365 days a year, and it's going to unlock the leadership bonus that I'm going to explain in a second. But what we need to realize here is that's $20 a day. That's $600 per month. That's a little bit less than 800 Canadian dollars per month. So between you and I, what would that do to your budget? What would that change in your lifestyle? Maybe that's going to help you vacation more. That's going to help you buy a car. That's going to help you pay the mortgage quicker. There's so many things that we can do with $600 a month. So you choose what you would like to do. And only 12 customers, it's really something that's doable, this position here. Again, we just need to dig deeper and help our people. And when we have 36 members in 2 teams, so 18 on the left and 18 on the right, that's going to bump us to $30 per day. That's $900 per month. So again, more money to do the same thing. And it's day after day. So if you look at the bottom here, the 5 other positions here, it's the diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, up to royal crown. So $50 a day, up to $300 a day. It's just to have more members in our organization. You see the members here in the screen. So between 80 members in our organization up to 750 members, and you're going to have $300 per day that's going to be deposited in your e-wallet. And this is the rank that I achieved. And I'm telling you, I'm nothing more special than you guys. You know, I go to sleep at night. I do, you know, regular things. I just worked hard and helped a lot of people succeed, so then I succeed as well. So then there's 5 other ranks that's achievable, but it's not something that's going to happen tomorrow, but it's nice to know that it's there, and it needs a lot of effort to reach these positions. There's the premier position here, the rank of premier. It's $500 a day, but you need to have 3 organizations of referrals and 1,000 members to reach that level. Then Star Premier, $750 a day. Gold Premier, $1,000 a day. Diamond Premier, $2,000 a day. And Crown Premier, $3,000 a day, day after day after day. That's a lot of money. And there's already people that have achieved this rank in the company in its short lifespan of only about 4 months. You need 8,000 members. So it's not tomorrow, but it's achievable. If somebody did it, you can do it, you know? So obviously, it's like the, you know, professional sports. A lot of people play hockey, but not everybody go to the NHL. The people that go to the NHL, they need to have some sort of talent. They need to put effort into it, and they need to be consistent and really have a great work ethic. But if they do it, they can make it, and they can make that amount of money. So the second way to get paid here, the leadership bonus, it's really a simple and powerful compensation plan here, because they pay us to help the people that we bring in as a member and that wants to build this concept. So the leadership bonus, like I've said before, is unlocked at the gold position. It's paid on every 5th of every month. And it consists of being paid 5% on all our personal referrals on what they make per day. So for example, we refer John. John's making $100 a day. Well, we're going to make $5 a day because of John's making $100 a day. So do we want to help John reach 100, 200, 300 US dollars a day? The answer is yes. Well, it's not just John. There's maybe Patricia, there's maybe Judith, there's maybe Sebastian. Everybody that we personally refer, we make 5%, and there's no limit. We can refer 100 personal in this concept. So then they refer people as well. They won't stay like a secret agent of Tresmore and talk to nobody. So on everybody they refer, we also make 5% every day on their daily pays. And on everybody they refer as well, on the third generation, we make 5% on these daily income as well. So it adds up pretty quickly. And it's something that's on the table for everybody that wants to go and get. So there's a summary of what I just explained in terms of the compensation plan. Ask the person that invited you to this webinar to see or to get this summary if you want to have it. So, to summarize, Tresmore, it's really a simple and rewarding concept. The first point is just to get 20% cash back on everyday purchases, just helping us get 20% more buying power. That's it. And the second point, simple and powerful referral program, share and get paid. So the more we share, the more we get paid, and the more financial freedom that we get. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Like I've said before, it's a win-win scenario. It's really a win-win situation. The person that invited you to this concept presentation, they want you to succeed. If you make $100 a day because of this, $50 a day, if you're just a member and making cash back, they're going to be happy to have helped you make cash back because of Tresmore. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them. And what I want to say is that the timing is really amazing with this concept right now. We're just starting. The company is evolving so fast. There's a lot of leadership that's coming on board, and what's really nice, like I've said, it's really a win-win situation. So don't hesitate, ask your questions, and I want to be the first one to congratulate you and to welcome you in the Tresmore family. So thank you very much for your time tonight. Go back to the person that invited you to this concept. My name is Vincent Lemire, and it was a pleasure to explain you this business. Have a great night. Goodbye.